Trudeau defends decision to return turbines to Germany for Russian pipeline. This is the Great White North Report.
I'm in love with the system. Never going home. I'm in love.
So the Trudeau government decided to return some turbines to Germany that are used to help keep the flow of liquefied natural gas going from the Russian pipeline. Why was this thing in Canada? Because it was brought there for repairs, and Siemens Canada was fixing the turbine, and it was supposed to be returned to Germany. But we were keeping it because we've sanctioned Russia. So technically it belongs to Germany, but because it's being used to help Russia, we've been keeping it for now, but now the Trudeau government has caved in and we're going to give it back. Now this decision will be viewed as a sign of weakness by Moscow, and it is. Trudeau is being and his government are being pussies once more. Russia invaded Ukraine. We slapped them with sanctions. Germany is in a bind because they're dependent on Russian gas to fuel their economy, but they've sent a turbine to help them get that gas to Canada for repairs. Canada, because we've sanctioned Russia, we're keeping that turbine. Thus, Germany is short on power and is growing, such as natural gas from a Russian pipeline. Canada decides to fold and sends back turbine, which will help Germany get more power, but also will allow Russia to gain foreign currency in exchange and helping fund their campaign against Ukraine. Do you see the ironies in that one? The other irony is the fact that instead of Germany being dependent on Russian fuel, we should have cut into the market. But because our Liberal government decided to put bans on new pipelines and so much restrictions and red tape on getting our own natural resources out of the ground, that we can't do it. There's a ban on oil tankers on the West Coast. There's a ban on new pipelines. And there are something like a dozen or proposed. We're sitting on like 1 trillion metric tons of natural gas that can be extracted, sent to a refinery, say like in Newfoundland, which is the closest point to Europe. It's LNG, liquefied natural gas. And it'll create jobs and put money into Canada. But instead we grant a time-limited revocable permit to Siemens Canada to allow for the return of the turbines used for the Nord Stream 1, a set of natural gas pipelines connecting Germany and Russia. Why would we do that? Because Germany and other European allies face a threatened natural gas shortage. Instead of developing our own natural gas and selling it and undercutting the Russians and selling it to Germany in their time of need, we have to do this. We've been pressured by the Germans to do it, and Russia won. Now is the time for Canada to step up and become a player in the energy sector. Now Trudeau says his government is continuing to pressure Russia through other measures. Like what? Stopping their hockey players from coming to Canada? So the federal government unveiled a new round of sanctions on Russian agents and organizations with a focus on Russian disinformation efforts in industrial manufacturing. That doesn't stop Russia from making money and buying stuff somewhere else. Sanctions won't work unless it's either all or nothing. And the Ukrainian World Congress says it'll file a notice of application for a judicial review of the decision with the federal court. Anybody can sue the government of Canada for some reason. We'll see how that works out. It's just another instance of the Liberal government being way over their heads and not thinking things through. Anyway, Canadians out there, let me know what you guys think. Should we have returned those turbines, or should we have just let Germany suffer? Leave comments in the comment section. Until next time, this has been the Great White North Report.
I'm in love.